Flick is angry and has reached his limit. The coach who sparked Barcelona's recent breakthrough got into a huge clash with the management behind closed doors. According to reports, this clash is so serious that it threatens his future at Barcelona next season. Some even say his future this season is at risk. I'm not here to break your heart if you're a Barcelona fan or to hype you up if you're a Real Madrid fan. I'm here with all the details, no beating around the bush, so buckle up and let's see what's really going on at Barcelona. A few days ago, there was a tense meeting where Flick sat down with Deco to review Barcelona's financial situation. Deco went over the details, and when Flick asked him why he wanted to sell Casado or Lopez, Deco said it was to free up cash. But things blew up when Deco told Flick that even if the club sold them, it would be hard to find like replacements, and there's no way they'd go out and sign someone to fill their shoes. So basically, these sales are just for the sake of selling. That's when Flick exploded and told Deco that, according to journalists really close to Barcelona, no player is going anywhere from Barcelona. The only ones allowed to leave are Romeo, Porto, and Benia, but no other player can be touched. This message reached Laporta, who didn't comment or even try to talk to Flick, despite previous promises from the Barcelona management. When management met with Flick to convince him to take over at Barcelona, they explained the financial situation and told him the team couldn't really enter the summer 2024 market. The best they could do was keep the current squad together and sign Dani Olmo, because Leipzig agreed to sell on installments, but other than that there was nothing else. However, Flick got a promise for 2 or 3 big signings in summer 2025, plus a promise that the club's financial situation would improve once Barcelona reopened Camp Nou in the 2024-2025 season. You and I both know none of that ever happened. At this point, Flick feels like Laporta played him. And about the Williams deal, just so you know, that was an administrative decision, true. Flick wanted her winger but kept preferring other names and wasn't really against Williams or anything. Laporta fooled everyone into thinking the player was the one who refused. Over time, the truth came out that Williams was right, and Barcelona was never going to be able to register him. That whole deal was basically just propaganda from Laporta. That's when Flick felt betrayed for the second time. After last season ended, there were clear requests and patch-ups. Hans Flick made it clear he needed to strengthen the squad depth and sign a right back, a left back, a goalkeeper, and a top-level winger. This was because of what happened last season, especially towards the end. What happened exactly is that when injuries hit the team, it affected their performance during the crucial stages, especially in the Cup final and the Champions League against Inter. Flick's transfer requests were based on an old promise about the 2025 signings, but the coach was surprised that Laporta didn't bring back left or back right. At the same time, the Williams deal was just hype or media buzz. The issue was ended for Rashford, who had technical problems and even confidence issues. The only deal that actually went through was for the goalkeeper and the right winger, bringing in Ronnie Batterjee, a young up-and-comer who does have talent but you can't rely on him just yet, and it's the same player. What caused the disaster that made Flick explode, goodbye Ronnie, is that in the past couple of days leaks started coming out saying Barcelona failed to register Batterjee and that it's also difficult to register him before the transfer window closes. The player will leave for free, and even if he leaves, Piena, Porto, and Romeo are barely enough just to register Chesney and Gerard Martin. This was the reason Casado or Lopez requested to leave, both of whom Flick completely refused to let go. Martinez's departure was different. He left on his own terms and chose the Saudi offer, and Laporta didn't believe it was to save financial space so he could register the rest of the team's players. But this departure was against Flick's wishes, who thought it was possible to convince him to stay with the team for another season, and what upset Flick is that he left without a replacement. He's the only left-footed defender in Barcelona's lineup, or the only defender who can play on the left side. If you look when Flick took over Barcelona, you'll see he had to play Kubarsi as a left back, which isn't his natural position, and the player performed really badly, leaving a big gap in defense. Still, he's better than Araujo or Eric Garcia in that spot at least. The only one who can play there is Christensen, but he's often injured, and Barcelona can't renew his contract due to financial issues. The coach has been working on improving the defense. This season the team found a new defensive gap and has been trying to fix it with whatever they have. It's a recurring problem. You know why Flick left Bayern Munich even though he was European champion, had a sextuple, and was smashing it? Because the same thing that's happening to him now at Barcelona happened there too. Alaba's contract was ending with Bayern, and he wanted 15 million euros a season, but Bayern's management refused to renew it, against Flick's wishes. Plus, they didn't bring in a replacement. It's like what happened with Martinez too. Flick asked for a few signings, but the Bayern sporting director refused and instead brought in players he wanted, which made Flick curse him outright on the team bus in front of the players. This is exactly what happened when he asked for certain positions to be supported, but didn't get them. Then Flick told Bayern's management, "I'm out," insisted on his decision and left the team, which then fell into a spiral that might still be going on even after 4 years. Flick is a Bayern Munich fan, so when it comes to a team he loves, he puts it aside and only puts up with so much before he explodes, and it's clear he's about to reach that limit with Barcelona. You might ask, so, is everything bad now? I'll tell you, it's not all bad yet. There's still hope, because Flick is 100% committed to finishing the season with Barcelona, and there's no way he's leaving the team right now. So, there's still hope. The only thing needed is for Laporta to step in personally because Deco is out of the picture. Laporta's intervention will focus on keeping the Barcelona lineup intact and not letting any players leave this season. Then, it's crucial to register the rest of the players, especially Ronnie Baderji, to show Flick that the management is truly working hard and committed to maintaining the lineup. That promise is still ongoing. The third part is starting work now on the winter transfer window, where Barcelona might bring in a defender, and more importantly, preparing for the upcoming summer market. Barcelona is definitely coming back to camp now. We hold tight until the end of the season and work has to start now to fix the problem. The finance needs to be sorted before the next summer transfer window so the team can bring in 1 or 2 top-notch players that Flick really wants. Flick deserves a proper send-off from the coach. Honestly, if Flick leaves, it'll be an irreplaceable loss for Barcelona and just another stupid mark against Laporta's record. That's it, my friend. I'm waiting for your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss any updates. Peace, buddy!